Hey spooky cuties, on the theme of birthdays, let's figure out what makeup we're going to be doing. I got some gorgeous palettes for Christmas, thank you Santa. I have an obsession at the minute with matching my eye look to my hair. Now, my hair's a little bit faded at the minute. I swear orange is becoming the hardest colour to keep in that I've had for a long time, but we will be refreshing my hair before my birthday event, and we're going to pick between 3 palettes today. So first up we have the P. Louise. This is their You Give Me Butterflies palette, and this is just stunning oranges and yellows. It's probably the lightest of the palettes that I got, and all of the glitters that are in here are quite sort of like silvery bronze gold vibes. The next one I got is this cute little travel size one from Kimchi Cosmetics. This is a stunning array of oranges and sort of pink duotone glitters. As you can see, I've squished this one. It's one of those really soft glitters. And then the piece de resistance, just take out the little plastic bit, is this gorgeous fiery palette from Beauty Bay. If you've been on my TikTok, you'll see that I've already done swatches of this. So this is absolutely stunning. I think I love every row on this palette. I've been having a look through Pinterest and Instagram for some inspiration for our birthday makeup, and I think I want to try something that I haven't tried before really, is this kind of like grungy dark center orange halo effect. Normally the eye looks I do are more sort of sunset ombre, but let's get into this, shall we? So first things first, my skin is prepped with skincare. I've gone in with my usual toner, hyaluronic acid, a spritz of water, a very basic moisturiser, and then SPF. I know it's winter, but it's still been really sunny the last couple of days, so make sure you've got your SPF on there, even in winter. And so now we will sweep back my fringe and we'll get into some makeup. Does anybody else sweep their fringe to the side if you're a full fringe girly? Because if I split my fringe into curtains, they're never going to go back together. Does anybody else have that problem? Especially if you've got really straight hair like I do. So first things first, we're going to go in with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I absolutely adore this. I got this for Christmas off the back of the fact that last year I'd had the Milk Hydro Grip, I think it's called, and I loved that, but if you know, the price for that is quite expensive, and yeah, I can't really afford that. So Santa got me the e.l.f. Power Grip because I'd seen so many people saying that it was just as good if not better. So, and I've worn this once and I have to agree, it definitely is. And it doesn't smell of anything. I love makeup that doesn't smell of anything. I'm really funny with smells. I suffer with migraines, and smells are one of my biggest triggers. So anything that doesn't smell of anything really, big tick in my book. Next we're going to go in with my foundation, which is the Fenty Beauty, and this is in shade 125, and I'm just going to pop a bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go in with my damp sponge. And even though I have a full fringe, I always make sure that my forehead is still looking snatched, even though nobody ever sees it. I can't imagine doing half a face of makeup. I love how lightweight this foundation is and how pretty full coverage it is too. So I haven't gone under my eyes with my foundation. I've been influenced. I have two of the concealers by Fine Art Beauty, and I got shades 1 and 2 because if you're a pale girl like me, it's really hard to find a concealer, and this is the concealer I have been using. It's the In Real Life Filter Finish by Revolution that isn't so similar to my foundation. So I'm going to try shade 2, and I'm really hoping this brightens up my under eye and there's an actual difference, because usually you can't tell that I have any other different colour under my eye than anywhere else on my face. I'll pop it a bit on my chin and we'll pop it a bit up here, and I'm gonna even just pop a bit here to help with my contour. As you can see, even under my foundation I've got like a natural sort of contour line, but we'll snatch this jar some more. I think that definitely has brightened up my under eye. Whether it's quite right is another thing. Let's have a look. These do seem to dry down quite quickly, so maybe I shouldn't have put it all over my face. I think what I'm trying to achieve is that real sort of like snatched look that a lot of people go for. Just unfortunately, your girl is so pale and bronzers are just not my jam. So I definitely think that has brightened up my under eye. Let's put some contour on and then we can see where we go from there. So I have two contours. One is this stick contour. I do not even know who this is by. I think somebody left this for me. Oh, there you go. So let's go in with a bit of this, which is definitely warmer than the other one I have. Let's try, even though you don't see my forehead, let's give this a go. And the next one I have is the Viral She Glam. This really is cool toned and you'll see the difference between these two. I'm trying not to do is get that muddy look, but it certainly does help contour my round little face. So I'm going to take the other side of my beauty blender and beauty sponge, should I say. It's not an actual beauty blender. This might be a bit much and it might be a bit harsh. So I think what I need to do is avoid my natural dip and bring it up slightly. Let's diffuse that. ever so slightly. Probably just because I'm not used to doing it this way. So we're going back in with the side that I used for my foundation. Okay, so I'm not loving this fine concealer on my lid, but let's just do a little bit more under my eye. I'm going with the lighter shade here, just to try and get rid of those dark circles. I've had dark circles my entire life. It doesn't matter how much I go to sleep or how much I actually sleep, my eyes will always be dark. My mum used to say that I looked like I'd been 10 rounds with Mike Tyson when I was a baby, because my eyes were so blue underneath. And you know, she even had people sort of saying to her, oh, she needs more sleep, and she was like, she's had 12 hours, she's fine. Another reason why parents stop trying to parent other parents. Okay, I think we managed to salvage that. So let's get this set. At the moment, I'm not loving my powder combination. So this little number 7 pot is part number 7 and part the La Cura translucent dupe for the what's she called? Charlotte Tilbury. And if this is a 1-to-1 for Charlotte Tilbury, which I've seen loads of people talk about, I do not like it. So I mixed a couple together and a bit of some other powder I had lying around just to get rid of some pots. And yeah, I find this quite drying, and I have quite dry skin, so it's not a great combination for me, but I want to use this up before I go out and buy something else. I'm not in a position to be buying loads of makeup, so I'm just going to go in with this little triangle powder puff that you've seen absolutely everywhere, and I'm just tapping a bit on the back of my hand, and we will set my under eyes. Do the same for the other side. Sorry, I keep blocking with my gigantic mirror. I don't hate that actually, honestly. It sets quite well. I do think it dries quite quickly, so we'll see what it's like on my dry skin. I'm just gonna bounce a bit of powder on the rest of my face to set it, and then we'll use a brush to dust that away. I find the Fenty Beauty foundation quite, it dries quite quickly, I think. Unlike other foundations I've used before, like the KVD one or any Revolution ones which I've had in the past, I find they stay quite liquidy, and I don't think the Fenty one stays liquidy too long, so I'm going to go in with this little angled brush, and I'm just going to dust the rest of my face, make sure I set everything. I love how light and fluffy this brush is. Okay, so that is my base powdered. Let's go in with some contour. So I am obsessed with this NYX Sweet Cheeks matte. It's meant to be a blush, obviously for darker skin, and this one is called So Taupe, and this is a great little cool toned but not super grey contour shade. I'm just going to take some of this on my little angled brush, and I'm just going to go over the area that I contoured earlier. Sorry. Just don't like doing that. And next we're going to go in with a bit of blush. So I have been using this little angled fluffy brush to pick up a bit of eyeshadow. So I'm using the Evolve case by Beauty Bay. This is one of the OGs, and I usually take one of these sort of light peachy shades. So I'll take this one on the end here, literally the littlest, and make sure I tap it off, because I've done that before where I haven't tapped it off, and it obviously is an eyeshadow, so it's a lot more pigmented than some blushes could be. And let's do eyebrows and then we'll go into eyeshadow. So I am currently using this Revolution eyebrow sort of crayon. I don't do a lot, I just add in a bit of extra colour. My eyebrows tend to get pretty sparse towards the end, so I just add a little more into them, just so that you can actually see I have eyebrows from afar. I'm sure sometimes it doesn't look like I've got any. And then we just go with this spoolie on the other end and just kind of diffuse that out slightly. And there we go, I have eyebrows. Okay, so let's get into the fun part, which is eyeshadows. And like I say, I wanted to do that sort of grungy, dark in the centre and orange on the outside. So I think we will use predominantly the Beauty Bay palette. And I think for the outer edge, I'm gonna go quite bright, I think, and then maybe diffuse it out with something a little deeper. So I think I'm going to go in with pumpkin and maybe diffuse it out with spice on the end here. Just we'll start off bright and then we can always go deeper. If we start off deeper and we don't like it, we'll have to take it off. So I'm going to go in with this lovely little fluffy brush which has had lots of orange on it before, and we're going to go straight into pumpkin, and we are going to first going to just pat down whatever concealer was still left on our eyes. We haven't set it. And I do have a prime and lock from Revolution. I don't love it, and I find that my eyes, because I have quite dry skin, things don't tend to crease or anything like that, so I just go in with concealer. So let's start with this and we'll go all the way around the sort of just above my crease. It's not as bright as it is in the pan. Oh, there we go. So I like to follow my natural eye shape. I haven't really mastered kind of doing up and out because I don't think my eyes really do up and out. My orbital bone is quite pronounced, I guess you would say. Okay, so that's the first shade. It's not as bright as I thought it was going to be. It's a little more pinky. So let's go in with the kimchi, and I'm going to pick this middle orange shade here, this true sort of pumpkin orange, and we'll give that a go. Oh, that's more like it. Look at that. That is stunning. I don't know whether that's just because it is on top of the one that's already there, but that's what we wanted. Next we will go in. I'm wondering if I can make this sparkly. There is this like cappuccino shade which is almost got a bit of a shimmer to it, so maybe we'll go with that in the center, or this fudge shade which is a little more, so this is fudge, that's cappuccino, it's a little more warm. Probably gonna go with cappuccino. Oh, shall we try? What's this? Crystal. So crystal, cappuccino, ginger, fudge. Maybe we'll pop a bit of this on the under or in the centre maybe. Okay. So first off I'm gonna go in with a black kohl pencil liner, and I'm just gonna put this all over the lid, and this will just help create a really nice base, and it means I can start making a shape as well. Actually, I think one of these shades might really pop over the top of it. So I'm just going to get a little flat brush and sort of buff that out slightly. I'm just going to take this little flat synthetic brush. So because my lids do fold over slightly, I'm going to go a little higher with the black, just so that you'll be able to see when my eyes are actually open. So we'll go back in with the pencil, and with my eyes looking forward, I'm just going to bring that above my lid, just ever so slightly. So as you can see, you'll be able to see a bit more on this side than you can on that side. I don't want to take away from this stunning orange, and I think what I'm going to do is between the black and the orange, put that deeper spice shade in there. Okay, and I think what we'll do first is we'll cover the black in cappuccino first. I'm gonna try and do it with just this little flat synthetic brush. See if this picks up okay, looks like it. And we're just going to plonk that on top. Plonk may not be the word that most makeup artists use, but I've never claimed to be one. becoming quite crumbly in the pan, but it's going on quite well. So let's take that spice shade, and I'm going to take it on a teeny tiny little fluffy brush. I think this used to be a lip brush years and years ago. And we'll take that slightly deeper spice shade and we'll just go over where the black meets that bright orange. Oh yes, that was it. I was starting to worry that this was looking rubbish. It's amazing what a little bit of blending can do. And I think bringing it down into this corner really helped. Oh, I love that. I knew that would work. Okay, stunning. So for under my eye, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take actually what I'm gonna do to this top lid, because it's not giving me the full effect I wanted, is I'm gonna take the, which shade was this? Fudge? Yeah, I'm gonna take this fudge shade. Sorry, I was trying to figure out which one it was. And I'm gonna apply it to the inner. I think that will just brighten up that inner edge ever so slightly. Subtle, but I like it. It kind of gives that ombre of ever so subtly the inner corner is just slightly brighter, and I like that. So I think we're going to use fudge for under the eye, and I'm going to take, she says, yeah, I'm going to take another teeny tiny brush that probably used to be a lip brush back in the day, and I'm going to take fudge, and I'm going to do this first under my eye. And I'm going to take it all the way to the corner, and then I'm going to go back in with spice, and I'm going to put that ever so slightly underneath the fudge. Oh yes, oh yes, we loves it. So let's do the other eye. And go back in with spice. I think spice is gonna become my favourite orange shade out of that Beauty Bay palette. Okay, so let's brush off under my eye. I like to pack a bit of powder on my brush when I dust under my eye. I think it helps things from sticking if they're going to. Okay, I'm really loving this. Now for me, as an elder emo, my eyes are never done until there is some liquid liner on there. Some people might just call this a day. I cannot. So now we're happy with the eyes, we're gonna go in with every emo's favourite thing, liquid eyeliner, and I'm gonna add my probably well known for wing. And I think I do not go by the rules of how to put liquid eyeliner on. I'm not the most artistic person, so I can't do really amazing like thin wings, but I do always start from the inside and I just follow my eyelid shape, and then I go backwards across from the outside of my eye. And then I follow the line up to my eyebrow essentially. And more often than not, my eyeliner, like my eyebrows, are often distant relatives, definitely not twins or probably even sisters. And we'll do the other side. I find it easier to look down into a mirror when I do my eyeliner, but that's just the way I've always done it. And now we can set my face. So I tend to do setting spray, lashes, then mascara. I'm between kind of two setting sprays at the minute. One is this Milani one, which I really like for a night out, and the other, this is just an old package, but it is a mixture of, I think, a NYX setting spray and probably like Ends of Revolution setting sprays that I've had over the years. And the spray on this isn't the best, it is quite aggressive. My friend borrowed it when we went to Disneyland, and I forgot to tell her to keep moving it, and she essentially just sprayed a puddle onto her face. But I've got the hang of it, and I like its size. It's great to take away, which is why I've kept the bottle if you've only got hand luggage. So I am a big lashes kind of girly, and I'm currently obsessed with these lashes that I have. They're just super cheap ones. They're the ones that you get in like a bulk pack off like Amazon and eBay, etc. But I love a big lash. Please remember to cut your lashes down. They're not built for everybody's eyes. And so I'm just gonna take them off. Usually I have one of those pairs of lash tweezers, but I think it must be in my going out bag. So I'm just gonna take a bit of glue and spread it across the band. This is just a Aurelio glue that came with another set of lashes. I'm gonna put that down. But I really like the Superdrug tube that you can buy on its own. I usually get the one that goes on white and then goes clear. And the best tip I can give you about putting on lashes is, just cleaning the edges, is look down into a mirror if you struggle, I like to have, I have one of these types of mirrors, and I like to have it sort of in front of me so I can look down as I place them on. I think that's slightly easier, trying to look straight ahead or looking into a handheld mirror maybe. It took me a while to do my makeup sat at a desk. I was a kind of feral child that just used to sit in the middle of my bed with everything spread out in front of me, and I would just line everything up in the order that I wanted to use it and I'd go from there. Also, a big tip is just wait, be patient, wait, just leave the glue to do its thing. So I'm just going to look down into my mirror here and place these from the top to line up with my natural lash start and end. Actually just going to use a normal pair of tweezers to help me get the corner in. If you've left your glue long enough, you'll find that your lashes are easier to put on. If you haven't, like I haven't, you'll find that you have to keep moving them around. I love a big lash. Corner first, then the centre. And you know, if you get it in the wrong place, take it off, apply some glue, wait again, pop it on again. You know, this is the great thing about lashes is if you put them on and you don't like them, take them off, put another pair on. So that is with lashes, and now all I do with my mascara, and I'm really loving this 5D lash pout from, especially the way it opens, from Revolution, sorry, is I literally just take this to blend my natural eyelashes into the, let me see if I can get a bit closer to show you. So I don't put mascara on first. I find that my lashes tend to curl up a bit too much sometimes, so I'm literally just gonna take the mascara ever so lightly. Oh, that's not dry. That's another thing, if you don't wait, your lashes are gonna come off with your mascara. Try that again, shall we? So just take your mascara and blend your natural lashes in. I think it helps the illusion of no lashes. I mean, if anybody thinks he's real, wouldn't that be amazing? But yeah, I find just doing it this way, for me at least, means that I don't have a harsh line between my lashes and my natural lashes. When I wear sort of more natural lashes, you know, like your lash but better, I do often get asked if they're just either my own lashes or like lash extensions that have been done from underneath. And that is how, let me see if I can, as you can see, my lashes blend into these wonderful lashes quite seamlessly. Last but not least is a lip. I have an obsession with the Orange NYX lipstick, but I think for this grungy, I'm gonna go with my Old Faithful, which is an old KVD in Ludwig. My friend lent me this once on a night out to top up my makeup, and I went and bought my own because I think it's stunning. They're very cool toned, kind of taupey colour. No, I don't use any eyeliner, lip liner even. I literally just go in with liquid lip. I tend to always wear a, you know, not moving liquid lip. And that's the birthday look. Let me take my fringe down. So, oh, I love. I don't tend to often do sort of a darker I think sometimes I scare myself, or maybe I think I can't pull it off, but with these lashes and this lip, I think this might be the birthday look. I'm really glad I used that sort of brighter, what's it called, fudge on the inner corner, just ever so slightly. In real life at least, I can tell there's a difference between the outer corner and the inner corner. You know, if you're not wearing 17 shades of eyeshadow, well, you're not doing it right. I just love mixing shadows together. I think it's the same with my hair dye. I always mix my hair dye. I use like 4 different oranges, I used 4 different blues, I used 4 different greens, I used 4 different pinks, I've used 4 different whatever colours I've been at the time. I never just take something out of a bottle and run with it, so why should I do the same with makeup? Well, thank you so much for watching. This is probably my first makeup video, makeup tutorial. I don't know whether I've taught you anything, but yeah, play around with makeup. Makeup's fun. If I'm bored and I've got nowhere to go on an evening and I say like I'm sat in front of the TV, my partner will come and all of a sudden I'll have one eye that's one colour and one eye that's another colour, and he's like, "Are you playing with your makeup?" And I'm like, yeah, it's artistry for my face, and I'm much better at putting colour on this than I am on a page, so this is my canvas and I love it. Let me know if there were any other shades in those palettes I showed you in the beginning that you'd love to see me do an eye look with. There's so much potential here in just these 3 palettes. So let me know if you want to see any more, and coming up next should be a little outfit try on, so let's see what I decide to pick.